get their head over this woman. Maria Orsic herself. Yes, a lot of boners going around the internet at the moment about this woman. So don't worry, we're going to go into it about her and her story and how she's related into the German flying saucers. But nevertheless, let's do this.
Hi, I'm Maria Orsic, born in Vienna in 1895. I ventured into the occult. Founder of the Vril Society, I mysteriously disappeared in 1945. My beauty and alleged extrasensory powers became known. Joining the German nationalist
Maria Orsic was a really interesting woman. She was born in Vienna, Austria, and became super important in one of history's most mysterious groups.
She has luxurious hair, and I go, I'm not a good enough artist to capture her beauty. She has captivating eyes. And at this point, I started crying.
Maria Orsic, a woman whose beauty and psychic abilities fascinated 1920s Germany.
Maria Orsic was born on the 31st of October 1895. She was
a woman as beautiful as she was deadly. Maria Orsic.
Maria Orsic, a figure steeped in mystery and intrigue, is often linked to the esoteric and occult activities of the early 20th century.
Millions of years ago, a race of extraterrestrials came to planet Earth from the star Aldebaran, in the Taurus constellation. These beings colonized Earth and stayed, but they had to move into the inner Earth to a subterranean cavity located under the continent of Antarctica.
My name is Maria Orsic, and I was born in Vienna in Austria in 1895 to German and Croatian parents. And this is my story. As a young
1845, a woman disappeared without a trace. Her name, Maria Orsic, a psychic, a medium, a leader of mysterious Vril society.
Welcome back, Vril people. Maria Orsic's ritual. Hail the one and only, the beautiful, the dancer, the shaman, the magic mama. We love you, Maria. This is for you.
Obsessed much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alien Addict. This is the show where we discuss all things UFOs and aliens to the paranormal and our pursuit into the mysteries of the unexplained. Welcome on in. So yes, today we're back at it once more with Maria Orsic, the lady herself. Notice the background? I'm not going to talk about it because we all know where things are going at the moment, and it's starting to really sicken me. Let's bring our pride back. Let's bring our flag up. We've got one here and one here. In fact, I could change it up a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Maybe this one. Hey, be proud. Be British. Honestly, don't let the bastards bring you down. Okay, so today, that's putting me off. Actually, let's turn it off. Hey, there we go. I'm back. Yeah. So yeah, today all about Maria Orsic. But before I start anything, right? Okay, I'm a big fan of the Balloon Fiesta. We have the Bristol Balloon Fiesta every year. Happens in August, and they got this new special shape. I saw it in the distance, and I couldn't quite grasp what it could be. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring it up. And the people on Spotify, for Christ's sake, come to YouTube, for Christ's sake, because you need to see this. Now, what's that remind you of? Okay. Hello, chat. Yes, hello. Let's bring you all up. Anyone in chat can guess what this could be? Well, first things first. Oh, hello, cheese spread. Dead Push cheese spread. Nice to see you. Rebecca, nice to see you. Mark Jeffrey, come on, guess, guys. Come on, guess. I don't know what that is, mate. GPG. Yeah, Great Britain. Yes, of course. Yes. Rebecca, exactly what I thought, darling. Yes. Is actually a screwdriver. I'm sorry, but that looks like something that Bonnie Blue would use. All right. Just saying. Ella Green Tea. Nice to see you. Yes, we'll talk about Vril and all that. And yeah, 420 if you want to. But yeah, nice to see you, Green Tea. Who else we got here? Sophia, did you go live? I think just wait. I think see, I haven't smoked. I haven't smoked too much today, so I'm on one today. So I need to like 420 and chill out a little bit. But I thought you went live, darling, and then I couldn't see it. I wanted sort of a little catch up. It was some lovely landscape. But yeah, nice to see you, Sophia. Nice to see you. Science Evidence Fringe, welcome on in, man. And Rotary Matrix. Yeah, I think we could all guess. Yes, it is a screwdriver. Apparently, yes, you did. It was the sunset. It was wonderful. I don't mind me asking, Sophia, that's where you live, right? That's a real personal question because honestly, you got a lovely like landscape. I've got my camera stuck up to like the sky, like straight upwards, and I just got surrounded by trees, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you got like a lovely view, like a perfect view to have the sunset and perfect. But yeah, that was a bit personal question, so I should that. Sorry. But yeah, it is in fact a flipping screwdriver. But anyway, I tell you what isn't a screwdriver, and it's actually this woman right here. Okay, this is actually right. Okay, we're going to get into it. We need to go through the nitty gritty of today's show. Straight out of the ocean. Oh, that's amazing. Is that across the bridge? Is that it goes from Bristol to like Newport, I think. Yeah, because that's a lovely scenery. Honestly, you're so lucky, so lucky. But yeah, keep doing your time lapse. I stopped doing mine because no one was watching. So yeah, Maria Orsic. We need to go back there one more time. I'll tell you what, if I missed anyone in chat, sorry guys. M Sport, nice to see you. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Let's just go through chat one more time because I think I missed some people. Because we need to say hello. Hey, One True Saxon. Yes, screwdriver got there. Mark Jeffries. Spot on. Yeah, I again, me, my dirty mind. I thought it was a flipping butt plug. So did Rebecca. Rebecca, dirty-minded. Talk about dirty-minded. I've seen a lot of videos on this lady right here doing some terrible things on the internet. Hey, Bubblers. Nice to see you. Vril. We should get to it. Did she talk about Vril? Well, we'll get into the nitty gritty, and I think that's everybody here. Oh, and one more. Pagany Productions. I think that's right. Welcome on in, man. Nice to see you. And I think that is everyone. Oh, and John Strokes. Yes. Welcome on in, man. Nice to see you. I think that's everybody. Okay. Yes, you're here, man. Nice to see you. So yeah, right. Maria Orsic does get brought up on the internet. It does get brought up in ufology, okay? But what I've noticed through my years of research, now when I say research, I'm not talking about internet research. I am talking about publications, which I'm going to go through, okay? So our last episode, which was part 1, which in fact, let's bring that up actually. Let's get rid of that butt plug on the screen. Let's do my head in. So part 1 was pretty much about like the flying craft and like the Hownaboom Vril, because I thought we'll just talk about that before we talk about Maria Orsic's like story and overall. Because Oh, she's trouble, is she? Ooh. Well, we'll get into it, mate. Because what's interesting is how it all started back in the early 90s. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Look, I hate to blow my own trumpet. I've done so much research into German flying saucers. You're going to talk about German flying saucers. You have to talk about Maria Orsic. There's no in between. Okay. Go through the parts. So this was part 4. That was my last one. So technically, this is part 5. Okay. We're going to talk about Maria Orsic herself. And I want to go through a timeline of where the story came, where it all began, and the timeline where it's going through the 90s to where we are now. Because since the birth of the internet, the story has gone all over the place. And I'm not joking, all over the place. It's a bit like Roswell. It's one topic I don't deal with, specifically because there's so much information on it. When I say information, books, so many different books, because remember, we're talking about 80 years here worth of history. And before the internet, we had books. So there's so much information that's come out and it's all over the place. It's just mixed up. So I don't know where I'm going with this, especially with Roswell, but with Maria Orsic, I managed to get it to a more or less a broader perspective, a more, I say, based opinion on this. Okay, I'm going to base everything on research. Okay, yes, it's time. One true Saxon. It's the Germans again. Yes, they're back, back in black, I would say. I don't know. I don't think they talk about that sort of stuff. But anyway, because obviously the controversial side of, we're talking about Nazis there, wasn't it? And we need to talk about the Aryans. That ties into the Vril and all that, but we're not going to be talking about that today because they're talking about like a superior. Oh my God, I need to 420. I've actually done really well this week. I've really like calmed down, but it's weird. I become really like hyperactive, and I will screw my words up because I've got to talk a lot today. Oh, and by the way, Jenny is going to make an appearance. Yes, she certainly is. But we're going to get into the A to Z of Maria Orsic herself. So yeah, go check out. So if you're new to this channel, go check out this one first. Well, watch this one first and then watch this one next. Right. So this is part 4. And right, this is where it all started. This is why I wanted to talk about this. Now, Chupacabra, I know people's got their own opinions about him. That's absolutely fine. So nothing bad about me. I'm not going to say nothing bad about him. But he retweeted this from Jordan Crowdy. I think he brings up some pretty good stuff when it comes to ufology. And it says, I mean, it's uncanny. Now, I'm looking at these photographs and going, right, okay. I know this was something to do with Nordics and stuff like that, so, which is the whole different sort of episode that comes into it. Yes, Green Tea. I think we should all do that. Hey, Jamming Music Man. Nice to see you. Yes. I thing is, Green Tea, I'm never like this. I'm like up and down like a flipping yo-yo. And before the show, I'm trying to get so much information on this. So I've got like 1,000 things going on in my head. But yes, you are right. I need to breathe through the mouth. So anyway, back to this. So we're going to go for the photographs once again, because we need to go through everything about Maria Orsic. So I look at these 2 photographs and go, well, one's obviously a drawing and the other one's obviously a drawing. So this is where it all started. And then Chupacabra said, are you ready for this conversation? And I was like, I'm ready for that conversation. And then this guy here, who I've done a bit of research into, and he was in a couple of documentaries talking about Vril Society and Maria Orsic, but was pretty much talking about Vril and Maria Orsic like they're actually real. But then he came forward with this publication right here. We're going to get to this one, okay? Called Maria Orsic is a hoax. I investigated this over 30 years ago. And this is the publication right here, okay? I've done a lot of research into Maria Orsic. I'm talking about publications here. I'm not talking about internet. I need to go all the way back to where it all started, 1992 or early 90s. People say late 80s, but from my research, it's actually early 90s, specifically 1992. So what I'm going to do here is going to go right to the beginning, to this publication. I have talked about this so many times on Cosmic Twilight, which is my other YouTube channel. This took me about over 10 years to find. Okay, this is called the Vril Project. That was released in 1992. I need to bring my notes up because I need to put things in order. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, I tell you what, before I get into this publication, no, actually, I'm going to do that No, I'm going to do that last, actually. Okay. See, I've got all my script written out and it's not right. And I'm going to be all over the place. So, yeah, right. Let's focus on this first, because this is where it all started, guys. This is where it all started. You want to know about Maria Orsic, where the story came from? Come and watch this to the best I can. Right. This publication called Das Vril Project, which is in English, is called the Vril Project. All right. Which was released in 1992. Now, the authors of this publication right here is called, one of the authors, two Austrian authors, called Norbert Jorgen Rathofer, and the other one was called Ralph Ettel. Now, there's some speculation whether or not these two people were part of a secret society, but I know through research that I have done into Ralph Ettel, that he was part of something called the Tempelhof Gesellschaft. Now, when I say Gesellschaft, that means society or organization in German. All right. So if I say Tuller Gesellschaft or Vril Gesellschaft, basically means society, but I'll stick to the word society. But if I go by authenticity, oh my God, I can't even say that bloody word. If I go by the actual word itself, Gesellschaft, I'm talking about society. So it was part of the Tempelhof Gesellschaft, all these bloody German words, which is an underground secret society based in Vienna. And this was to bring more or less like the Tuller Society's philosophy into like near to the 20th century, 21st century, I should say. And we're talking about obviously the Aryan race. Obviously, Vril gets brought up quite a bit, actually a lot in this publication right here. So they're blending in a lot of old philosophies from back in the day, what the Germans were studying, and especially in the 1920s, obviously the Tuller Society, which was to bring obviously study into the Aryan race and different sort of mystic philosophies, especially ancient philosophies, like especially like Asians and Tibetan philosophies as well, like spirit of destiny and stuff like that. So that sort of study was sort of brought up into this secret society. Allegedly, I can't really find any information on it. But if you just go by this book and where this publication came from, it came from the Tempelhof Gesellschaft. Like I said, this came out in 1992, and this is literally the birthplace of Maria Orsic. This is where it all started, guys, right? And the ever expansion of the Vril Society. We'll get into some documentaries as well at some point today. So yeah, this is where it all started, guys. All right, and this is my own personal publication right here. Actually, I've got two publications, and this is it right here. My one that I bought off eBay, which took me a long time. I made a documentary about my sighting, which was really good. I watched it over 275 times and still enjoy it. Okay, man. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Rory. You put it in. That's brilliant. I tell you, I'm going to copy and paste that. Fantastic. I put that in now. Yeah, I'll go check it out, man. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah, I love checking out people's sightings. So yeah, this is where it all started, guys. So anyone wants to talk about Maria Orsic, where the story came from this publication right here. But this is the only thing. These two Austrians that written this publication also co-written two documentaries back in the day. Now, this is a publication that came out in this book right here, which we're going to talk about in a minute, or AI is going to talk about that. So guilty pleasure of mine is to buy VHS tapes from back in the day. So this is my collection of UFOs, Secrets of the Third Reich. So the two Austrians who written this book co-produced two documentaries back in the early 90s. And one of them was called UFOs, Secrets of the Third Reich. That came out in 1994. And the other one was called UFOs, Secrets of World War II, German Flying Saucers. That came out in 1992. Or the German version, which is UFOs, the Third Reich Strikes Back. There is no mention of Maria Orsic before 1992 from my research. And I think other researchers who have looked into this conspiracy would say the same thing. There's no mention of Maria Orsic whatsoever. However, through my research and through publications that I got, now this is my one here. This is this one. Go check that out right there. And so, yeah, this is it. This is a very small publication that came out in 1982. So remember, I said there's no mention of Maria Orsic. However, if we go into this is all about the turbine-driven aircraft, the discs, the turbine-driven discs that were created in 1942. But in this publication right here, oh my God, I have to read this. So, well, you want to talk about psychics because Maria Orsic was obviously a psychic medium with telepathic communications from Aldebaran, and she's the one that created the Hannibal flying saucers. But like I said, there's no mention of her from 1992, well, before 1992. However, this publication right here, which is my own publication from 1982 that came out in California, which is saying this: during the opening ceremony, all nations participated in the special opening day parade. The athletes competing in the games march proudly before the great crowd and with their nation flags held high. Yes, I'm a terrible reader, if you can guess. When they passed before the Führer, they all lowered their flags except the United States of America. Hitler gritted his teeth and turned his head to the other direction. I'm going to say that again. Hitler gritted his teeth and turned his head to the other direction. He had been advised by 3 psychics that he would become the Führer of the world in the near future. This affront from, shut up, Nick, by the United States Führer, oh my God, that word there, Nick, I'm retarded, by the US, further resolved him to his ultimate goal of world power. I swear to God, children can read better than you, Nick. Terrible. So there we go. That is the only mention. Sorry for the 29 people. I think 3 people left the stream. Don't blame him. Yeah, you can see basically 3 psychics were apparently at the games this is Olympic Games, which I'm pretty sure Hitler was high off his head on heroin. I think I showed a video of him when he's like rocking back and forth. So again, 3 psychics next to him. I didn't see 3 psychics next to him, but anyway. But that is the only publication I can see mentioning anything about psychics, but nothing about Maria Orsic. There she is, everyone's dream goddess. But oh yeah, Cheese Bread, I will definitely check out your video, my man. Absolutely, 100%. Hey, horror to see. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, sorry if you just heard me read. That'll be the last time I'll be reading on this show so far. Beer o'clock, more like 4:20 o'clock, mate. But yeah, welcome on in, man. Nice to see you. So yeah, right. Let's go on to let's play some videos of Maria Orsic because I can rabble. But just to give you a rough estimation, where's that flag? Very, very important. But just to show you where the publication came from, first of all, do you have a bit of more of a background into Maria Orsic herself? I've actually got a video because I thought it'd just be more easier to show a video than me rambling. Because Jenny will make an appearance. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. So let's go through. Hold on, guys. Oh my God, I can't find the video. What's that? Maria Orsic and Vril video. What's this one? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's bring up something else first because I can't find the clip. Let's start. Oh no, I'll tell you what. Yeah, okay. Let's start off with this first. Sorry, guys, for the radio silence. I've got 1,000 things going on here. And I've got something playing in the background that can go away. Right. So this publication right here, let's put it a bit bigger. Okay. You can find this yourself. If you type in the Vril project, which is this publication right here that I just showed you, you can actually find the PDF online. However, this is where it gets a bit tricky, guys. It's actually not the original publication. It's got a lot of added extra bonuses. A lot of, I mean, photographs like this didn't come out in 1992. And I can pull out the original publication, which I'm going to show you in a minute on my page. So you can go check this out if you want to. Daz Vril Project. The Vril Project, if you put it in the archive, Internet Archive, it will actually come up. And there's over 300 pages. So you can read into your heart's content. No, I've read this 3 times, translated it 3 times, and it's the biggest word toss and salad I've ever heard. Nothing really kind of makes sense. It does the politician technique. It you ask the politician a question, a political question, and he won't actually answer. He won't actually answer it. He would just do like a tossing word salad. He just talk bollocks and avoid the question, but without actually answering the question. It's a bit like that on this publication right here. It's literally all over the place. So if you want to go translate, actually, it's got an automatic translation on here, I think. Yeah, I've got it on my PC. So you can go ahead. Actually, it's 409 pages, but the original publication is only 112 pages. So what I've done here for you guys, I've cut the F out for you. I'm going to show you right now extracts on this publication right here about Maria Orsic, so you can understand the story behind it before I show the video. So before I do anything, where's that flag? Be proud. Be proud. Don't let the bastards get you down. Right, let's do this. Let's bring up this. So I did this earlier, well, before the show, like a maniac. So this is a breakdown of a 10-minute extract of mentions of Maria Orsic in this publication right here. See that picture right there? That's the first picture of Maria Orsic ever released. All right, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to play ad now.
Page 15.
Okay, fantastic. So sit back.
Page 15.
All right, and it's Jenny again. Hey, Jenny. How's it going, darling? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So yeah, Jenny's our AI voice. Apparently it's Orticious. It's got H in it. You are right there, Rotary. So Maria Orticious. I mean, some people say it differently, but you know, get the idea. Oh yeah, the birthplace. Honestly, mate, we'll get to that. That's just a load of made up bullshit. Couldn't be honest with you. But anyway, sit back and relax, and here's some mention of Maria Orsic and her backstory. All right, I haven't even listened to this, so wish me luck.
Presumably in August of the year 1917, 4 men and 1 woman met in the Viennese Café Schopenhauer to set the course for the future of humanity. They were the German adventurers and esotericists Karl Haushofer and Rudolf von Sebetendorf, the medium Maria Orsic from Zagreb, the young engineer and pilot Lothar Weiss, and the prelate Gernot from the secret air community of the Knights Templar, Societas Templi Marcioni. The meeting between the 4 young people and the old Templar prelate is said to have come about through the mediation of a Viennese spiritist and magician, although there is no certainty about this. The 4 hoped to gain from the old man's secret revelation texts from the hidden Templar archive and, in addition, a recommendation to the peculiar brotherhood of the Lords of the Black Stone. Their spokesman was certainly Rudolf von Sebetendorf, and we can quite well reconstruct what he approximately said to the Templar
prelate.
She's the one that
said it was a bloody butt plug.
In December of the year 1919, the inner circle of the Thule and Vril societies met in an old hunting lodge in Ramsau near Berchtesgaden, which they had rented for the occasion. One of the main figures of this meeting was the medium Maria Orsic from
talk. Right, I'm really sorry if it's boring. It's just another 5 minutes, okay? Then we get to do some videos and I'll get talk to chat. But yeah, come 420. Just get to understand the basics because you want to know the origins of Maria Orsic. I'm showing you right here, right back to the publication.
Grab. She had brought 2 stacks of written papers.
Yeah, Bob.
The pages of one stack displayed the bizarre-looking German Templar secret script, while the other contained the transcriptions in readable script. The content of these sheets had been conveyed and dictated in a mediumistic manner, in temple script and in a language completely unknown to the medium. However, Maria Orsic believed it must be an ancient Oriental language, and therefore she had established contact with the Pan-Babylonist Friendship Circle, founded by Friedrich Delitzsch, Hugo Winkler, Peter Jensen, among others, which was close to the Thule Circle. It turned out that the mysteriously appearing language was actually Sumerian, the language of the ancient Babylonian cultural founders. It is not known what the content of the Sumerian texts was in detail. However, the rumor persists that they included, among other things,
for that one, Sophia, yeah, I've looked into the Secret Doctrine and Isis Unveiled. She mentions Vril, but no mention of Maria Orsic. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I tried searching high in heavens for anything related to Maria Orsic or Orsic name. can't find anything. And I know there's a lot of historians, which I'm going to show just a couple of brief videos, that actually went into the archive and tried to find anything related to Maria Orsic, and they can't. But one of the excuses that keep being put forward is that, oh, they destroyed all the documents after World War II. And it's just like, well, look, we just don't really know that, you know what I mean? But anyway, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But Jenny, take it away, darling.
Technical instructions from the afterlife, essentially the recipe for building the afterlife machine, and thus the basis for all UFO technology.
Jenny, you there? Jenny, you've gone silent. Oh no, Jenny. Come back, Jenny. Where are
and
you?
A new medium
Oh,
of
there you are. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. What I was going to say, that's why she's gone silent. She's like, Nick, you need to talk. Right. This, what you see right here, this is the transcripts that Maria Orsic, which you can see right here to the right-hand side. She had telepathic communications from the advanced civilization of Aryans from a planet called Aldebaran, which sounds like Alderaan from Star Wars. And this is 68 million light years away, so I can hear my grinder going. And she basically had this telepathic communications from these advanced civilizations. And she wrote everything down, and it went into something called Sumerian or a Tibetan text. I think it was more like Sumerian text, which is the writing that you're seeing right here. And they translated that, and that actually turned into something like a flying machine, which is known as the Haunabu. I'm not joking. This is the story behind it. And right here, guys, this is the first photograph, I mean, like quotation marks, of Maria Orsic. If you have a look, it's kind of hard to tell. It says Maria Orticius, which is Rory. You're very, very true on that. That is the real name. You can see it right there. Medium of Tula Gez. Now, Gez means gazelle shaft. So she was part of the Tula gazelle shaft, not the Vril gazelle shaft, which is otherwise known as Vril Society or Tula Society, which is here. So this is where it first came from. It doesn't mention that she was part of the Vril Society in this publication. No, she's part of the Tula Society. We'll get to who was part of the Vril Society. See, am I actually making any sense here? Anyway, but just to show you basically what's in this publication. But apparently that's original somehow. Jenny, darling, are you there? Hello, Jenny.
Relatives. We do not mention Sigrin's full name here. These two women likely played a major role in this meeting. In modern times, the Isaiah myth was taken up in 1903 by the then Pan-Babylonian Society in Vienna, from which the All-German Society for Metaphysics emerged in 1919 under the leadership of the young Viennese Maria Orsic, with its headquarters in Munich. Soon, this society was also called the Vril or Vril Society. This circle of young ladies, led by Maria and Trauda, one from Vienna and the other from Munich, proved to be as skilled as they were energetic. The ladies did not present themselves as an esoteric association. Back then, people referred to it as a cult. Rather, they created a corporate facade. When, in 1941, all esoteric associations in Germany were banned, the Vril propulsion workshops were naturally not affected. She had already made connections with German nationalist and quasi-esoteric personalities during World War I, such as Karl Haushofer and Rudolf von Sebetendorf. In 1919, she met a man from Munich, with whom she later got engaged. After 1945, it is rumored that she married him in Sweden, which, however, is a rumor. Nothing certain is known about the whereabouts of Maria O. Maria O participated in the founding of the Thule Society. She certainly also met men like Rudolf Hess and Adolf Hitler there. Additionally, she was acquainted with Erich Jan Hanussen, who sought her out. Perhaps this was of no significance.
I would agree.
As the Thule Society increasingly focused solely on political issues, Maria, together with her closest friend Trauda, a woman from Munich, and other young ladies founded their own association, the All-German Society for Metaphysics. These young ladies waged a cultural battle against the degradation of women through the short hairstyles that were becoming popular at that time. In any case, these were very stylish young ladies who could attract men and were very self-assured, at least that is undeniably certain. Their mindset was traditionally oriented, drawing inspiration from the Renaissance and antiquity. The term chain first appeared in 1921, which was later used by Canaris in a different context. Initially, the term chain was understood to refer to the line of spiritual tradition that led from ancient Babylon through Carthage, Rome, and Germania, the German secret section of the Knights Templar, and the Venetian Ordo Bucentoro of the Renaissance, as well as the Pan-Babylonian society, up to the present day. The underlying motive behind all this was the coming reign of the goddess, Venus/Ishtar, in a new aeon. The community around Maria O was concerned with overcoming modernity and the revival of antiquity, aiming for a new Atlantis ideal according to Plato.
Right.
Different magical moments certainly played a role, which cannot be addressed in detail here.
Oh, Jenny, you're
However,
boring.
what is important is the belief in the afterlife that prevailed in that circle.
Jenny, please.
And the idea of generating a specific
Jenny,
vibration through the application of technical means
Jenny,
in an
I just want to watch
apparatus,
Spider-Man
by
3,
which it should be
please.
possible to travel to the afterlife in accordance with the laws of the affinity of vibrations, to the worlds of the gods.
Oh my God, seriously. It's like tossing word salad. Right, let's just move on. Right, first things first. This right here is not in the original publication. And this is what I mean when it comes to the internet. It's pushing a lot of misinformation on what's happening here, that she was married to this guy. It's not mentioned in this original publication. This is the problem that I'm having with a lot of internet research. There's a lot of BS that's going with it. If you want the original publication right here, go to my Cosmic Twilight channel, which I'm going to go to now. But if you want to see this, go to my Rumble channel. In fact, I'm going to put it in chat right now. It might come up, it might not. And you can actually listen to the rest of this, because honestly, I've listened to it so many times and going, oh, hey, Bad Dog, nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. Sorry, I'm off at chat at the moment, but yeah, I do apologize. Yeah, but nice to see you, man. Welcome on in, Bad Dog. Thumbnail, nice. So what I'm going to do now. Oh, I don't want to bore you with more stuff. I really don't. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do. What's that flag? There we go. Right. Oh, there it is. There's the bloody video. I was looking for that one. Okay, so let's get... This is what I wanted to show you, first of all. And yeah, this is called Maria Orsic and Vril. And I like these videos. They're 14 years ago, and it has 601 views. And this is from a YouTube channel called Spectre9 Check. Spectre9 Check, I have put your link in description. And yeah, thank you for letting me use this video. Obviously, fair use. And this, we're trying to entertain the public and educate the public. And you've done a good job right here. So let's do this. Bring this up and have this video. It's terrible. No more Jenny. Jenny, got to behave yourself, because she is on one today. She saw that screwdriver. She was like, nah, that's a butt plug, mate. Like, Jenny, you can't go there. You can't say that to the audience.
Certain occult secret societies emerged in Germany.
Okay.
Following the First World War, certain occult secret societies emerged in Germany, intent upon the imminent arrival of the Aquarian Age.
Most likely
An
fake,
age
mate.
they believed would usher humanity into an era of spiritual and technological enlightenment and liberation. Members of these occult societies also believed that ancient lost civilizations once possessed technologies, long since forgotten to our modern understanding, that allowed them mastery of the seas and the skies and even interstellar space travel.
Yeah, I mean, Green Sea, I am a guilty one, and I'll put my hand up right now. I do use AI to help me research, to find me links, and it's really good. I don't rely on everything as like a useful tool to find links. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in Maria Orsic in ChatGPT and have a look what that's saying, and German flying saucers, and whether or not it's actually telling the truth. Because I've noticed with some certain conspiracies, AI will, especially ChatGPT and even Grok as well, will actually restrict the amount of information. It almost sticks to more or less like a mainstream science or mainstream avenue, whatever sort of topic you look into. But yeah, I would agree with you, Green Tea, on that one. It's, I think, just use it as a useful tool, but just don't rely on it completely. You know what I mean? But yeah, you make a good point there, Green Tea.
Inspiration to rediscover such wondrous skills sprang from the pages of a novel published in 1871 by Rosicrucian author Edward Bulwer Lytton, entitled the coming race. Lytton tells the tale of an intrepid explorer who discovers an advanced race of humans living within a vast subterranean world who call themselves Vrilia. These beings had formerly been surface dwellers until a global catastrophe not unlike the Old Testament flood forced them to take refuge
The car brand,
deep
yeah,
in
you
the
saw
earth.
that's that one. Yeah.
The survival of this marvelous society was facilitated by their application of a force they referred to as Vril, or as Bulwer Lytton wrote, I should call it electricity, except that it comprehends in its manifold branches other forces of nature to which, in our scientific nomenclature, differing names are assigned, such as magnetism, galvanism, etc.
So yes, part 4, which is the one before this that I've done a live stream on, go check it out. We did talk about the history of Vril, and the guy's making a really good point. I think people need to understand where the history of Vril came from, which is all the way back into the 18th century, which is the guy's bringing up here.
These people consider that in Vril they have arrived at the unity in natural energetic agencies, which has been conjectured by many philosophers above ground. It was supposed by some that Lytton's book was not altogether a work of fiction. As a student of arcane mysteries, he was privy to secrets that lost Lemurian and Atlantean artifacts still existed in clandestine caches hidden away in Tibet and the Gobi Desert. And indeed, ancient Sanskrit texts from India tell of great civilizations that flourished before the Great Flood that possessed technologies beyond the understanding of modern science. The epic poem Samarangana Sutradhara makes tantalizing reference to the construction of amazing flying machines. Strong and durable must the body of the Vimana be made, like a great flying bird of light material. Inside, one must put the mercury engine with its iron heating apparatus underneath. By means of power latent in the mercury, which sets the driving whirlwind in motion, a man sitting inside may travel a great distance in the sky.
Now that's quite interesting because that kind of links into the Bell project. We're talking about mercury here, which was obviously a mercury-based plasma that the Bell project was, the Bell device that was using to make it actually levitate. Very interesting. But yeah, you can find these concepts going all the way back for a long period of time, but nothing to do with Maria Orsic so far. But I'm pretty sure the guy will get into it.
The movements of the Vimana are such that it can vertically ascend, vertically descend, or move slanting forwards and backwards. With the help of machines, human beings can fly through the air, and heavenly beings can come down to Earth.
And the intelligence agency for that one, Rotary, as well. That's what
German
people miss
Oriental
completely.
scholars and occultists of the Thule and Vril societies
Let's do this.
regarded such ancient myths as greatly significant. And during the lull between the First and Second World Wars, diligent efforts were put forth to seek out the source of this legendary energy and harness it as a viable technological reality.
Oh, music. I hope listening to music.
The great lost civilization of Atlantis.
Yeah, remember on the last live stream on Vril and the history of Vril, around about that time period in the late 19th century, there was a lot of talk of Atlantis, and there was a lot of speculation and a lot of stories being brought up what Atlantis might have been, some sort of advanced civilization. Obviously, we go into more or less a Graham Hancock sort of territory here, but you can trace back these theories. Hold on. Oh my God, sorry. You can trace that back going through at least over 100 years, all to do with Atlantis. It's quite fascinating, but it gets brought up quite a bit at this time period.
Spiritual dynamo technology superior to the mechanistic notions of modern science.
Actually, I tell you what, this guy has made a pretty good video sort of describing the mechanisms behind Vril, which is pretty cool.
Thus, to rediscover this source of universal free energy and make it readily available as a benefit to the modern world became their goal. Hence the goal to harness Vril, prana, the fundamental limitless cosmic life force energy, a power source that would function harmoniously with our natural world, became an integral focus of these German secret societies.
Benjamin Music Man, did I say hello to you? I don't think I did, man. You're welcome on in if I didn't say hello. God, so sorry. The chat goes bananas sometimes, man. But yeah, but welcome on into the show. And if I didn't say hello, nice to see you. Let's talk about some Vril. and some sexy Maria Orsic at some point. Jenny, don't get jealous, darling. Maria. Hello,
At the
Maria.
very heart of the Vril legend was a striking beauty named Maria Orsic. This gifted medium was leader of the Vril, a team of psychic girls serving the Vril Gesellschaft, who
Fake and gay.
characteristically wore their hair in long horsetails, contrary to the popular bobbed hairstyles of that era.
All right.
The ladies of the Vril actually claimed their occult contact with beings from beyond. Presumably through a telepathic form of automatic writing, Maria Orsic made contact with an off-world civilization which was offering just the kind of alternative technology the German secret societies were looking for. As the legend goes, a fateful meeting was held in 1919 at an old hunting...
Yeah, you are right, Sophia. There was a lot of ooky spooky stuff going on at that time, especially with like spirituality. Oh, fucking hell, I can screw 'em. I need 420. I can't even say the word properly. And especially like paranormal activities, like seances, were pretty much popular at that time period, as well as sort of late 18th century as well. And yeah, there's all different types of ooky spooky societies going along, but in terms of like actual evidence of real society, there's nothing really to real, even like Maria Orsic, nothing to really base upon. It's just mentioned up in stories going back over 100 years.
Lodge near Berchtesgaden, where Maria Orsic presented to a small group assembled from the Thule, Vril, and Black Sun societies telepathic messages she claimed to have received from an extraterrestrial civilization existing in the distant Aldebaran star system, 68 light years away in the constellation of Taurus. One set of Maria's channeled transmissions was found to be in a German secret Templar script unknown to her. A second series of transmissions appeared to be written in an ancient Eastern language, which Babylonian scholars within the Thule group recognized as ancient Sumerian. Maria Orsic, along with Zigrun, another of the Vril Society's female mediums, began the task of translating these transmissions. It is worth noting here that the Vril Society traced its philosophical origins back to a secret Bavarian Gnostic Templar order, styling itself as the Lords of the Black Stone, founded in 1221, an order steeped in ancient Babylonian and Sumerian theologies. Members of this Templar group displayed the winged bull for their symbol, an obvious reference to Taurus, and according to the Order's archives, successful contact with beings from the Aldebaran star system may have occurred during the Middle Ages.
Fair enough. Yeah.
If indeed
So
a high-tech...
to say that they didn't sort of do some like communication back in the day, I'm not denying they didn't do that. But in terms of actually documentations to back up what they're saying, because like I said, it was all mentioned in this book right here, but we knew what they were doing back in the day. It's just trying to validify what they were actually doing. So in one way, guys, look, we'll do like a final conclusion at the end of the video. But in terms of like the Vril Society, I'm not denying there could have been some sort of society like that dealing with telepathic communications through extraterrestrials or whatever like that, through a distant star planet. But it's just not a lot of evidence. There's a lot of ooky spooky stories, and it's just got more and more oh my god, I can't speak properly, outlandish over the decades since, well, especially the birth of the internet. So yeah, let's finish off this video. Only a couple of minutes left, and then we'll move on.
Civilization actually existed in the Aldebaran star system. What would account for their possible motivation to assist the Vril group and Germany to develop advanced technologies? Researcher Wendell Stevens tells us that rather than a militant gesture of aid to aggressive Nazis, the Aldebarans perceived an economic disparity in Earth cultures that fueled perpetual wars and conflict. To alleviate this disparity, the Aldebarans reasoned that by offering free energy technologies used to create affordable mass transportation devices, a new innovative generation of industries promoting prosperity and greater peaceful interaction between nations might result, thus diminishing violent wars. Clearly, such a plan resonated with the members of the Vril Society and their dream for a utopian new world based on alternative science. Upon studying these otherworldly designs, Dr. W.O. Schumann and his associates from the University of Munich and the Thule Society realized the channel actually contained viable physics. By Christmas of 1943, medium Maria Orsic of the Vril Gesellschaft claimed that subsequent transmissions from Aldebaran revealed there were 2 habitable planets orbiting that star, and that the ancient Mesopotamian civilization of Sumeria was linked to earlier colonies of Aldebaran explorers. The seers.
There we go. So they're starting to blend the two together. Okay, so like old sort of philosophies that the Germans were sort of looking into in the early 20th century, sort of being blended into the two.
Discovered that the Aldebaran written language was identical to that of the Sumerians and was phonetically similar to that of spoken German. It was also revealed that a secret known to the ancient Sumerians, that in a regular
Stephen Hunt, nice to see you, mate. Welcome
3,600-year
on in.
cycle, the surface of planet Earth is devastated by the passing of a dwarf star, which is companion to our solar system. Allegedly, the Rockefeller Foundation paid $139,000 in 1946 to commission the publishing of an official history of World War II that deleted any and all references to the mystical and occult interests of the Third Reich.
Okay.
One of the Rockefeller Foundation's major contributors was Standard Oil.
Interesting. All right. So he went
mystical and occult interest in the publishing of an official history.
So yeah, this here, something I could look into, because I always wondered where the documentations went about Maria Orsic and especially the Vril Society. Like I said, there's not really much to really go by, guys. Yes, Vril was brought up over the past 100 years in books and stuff like that, but it was treated more of a science fiction subject more than actually. Where's Ollie and Lee? Go check out, mate. Go check out this Daily Conspiracy Podcast on Spotify. They're both there. Go check them out. They talk about Dick a lot down there. I'm pretty sure they talk about Ollie's mum a lot. So yeah, go check them out there. But I am the new host for Alien Addict for the time being. We'll see if I continue doing this. But yeah, go check them out there, man. So yeah, this is something I need to look at right here. It's where the documentations went. Where is it? I need to something that I can like get my hands and look into. I'm like, right, let's instead of just like trust me, bros. Do you understand that? Trust me, bros, which seems to be very common reoccurrence we have in ufology. So yeah, there we go. That guy, I have to admit, hands down to this guy, Spectre 9 Check, I have to admit, did a really good job breaking that down simply and prophetically. Oh my god. Oh, I can't speak. What the fuck is going? Sorry for swearing. What is wrong with me today? I cannot speak. But mate, you did an amazing job there. Yeah, fair play to you. And I've put the link in the description so you can go check that out. Yeah, Spectre 9 Check. Yeah, thank you so much for using this video. And you did a grand job. Absolutely fantastic. Great. So let's move on. Where's that flag? There we go. Right, let's move on to UFO Secrets of the Third Reich. Let's go check out one documentary back in the day in terms of yeah, bigger hands. I don't know. I haven't met Ollie, to be honest with you, so I don't know his height, stature, or hand size, to be honest with you. Hey, Moody, prophetically. I can say rocket balloon, absolutely fine. But in terms of, I don't know what's going on with me today, mate. But yeah, welcome on in, brother. Nice to see you. I think you just popped into chat. But yeah, thank you so much for breaking that down. So let's let's bring up a bloody documentary, for Christ's sake. UFO Secrets of the Third Reich. This is a very common documentary you can find on YouTube in regards to Maria Orsic and the Vril Society and Hannah Boone Vril Flying Saucers. Go check this out on the Cosmic Twilight, which is my YouTube channel. You can find every single documentary on German flying saucers on my channel. Literally everything I can find on the internet. And what I'm going to do now is just play a little extract from the people that created this publication, Das Vril Project, back in the day, who created Maria Orsic's story, also co-written this documentary right here that came out in 1994, 2 years after this publication. Let's see what they have to say about Maria Orsic and her wicked boobies.
Supposedly responsible for the German UFOs, which would appear later.
Oh, you on Rumble? Okay, man. Yeah, always good to go on Rumble.
To the year 1917. 4 men and a woman met here in the Viennese cafe Schopenhauer.
Welcome on in.
The young Maria Orsic, a spiritualistic medium from Zagreb. The student and fighter pilot Lothar Weitz. The occultist, orientalist, and officer Karl Haushofer. Rudolf von Sebottendorf, an occultist who had recently returned from the Orient, as well as Prelate Gernot from the Order of Knights Templar. Their subject was the coming of the New Age.
Right, I'm going to 420.
They spoke of secret revelations, the Spear of Destiny, the magical violet black stone. They discussed the possibility of making transmedial contact with the ancient Germanic and Babylonian deities, Ishtar, Ostara, and Isais, and of communicating with distant worlds, not only on this side, but also on the other. It is quite likely that this coffeehouse meeting witnessed the birth of the secret Thule Society, which in turn later spawned the German National Socialist Party, the SS, Black Sun, and the Vril Society, which in its turn gave a foundation to the occult activities of the Third Reich and the new comprehensive technology, and the beginning of German UFOs. What was the secret behind it all? The invincible source of power for them was the Black Sun.
Oh no, I'm going to get copyright. No, shut up. Oh.
Political orator. Inspired by members of the Thule Society, Hitler's plan for a 1,000-year Reich was born. The increasing political ambitions of the Thule Society resulted in a number of smaller groups going their own way. One of these groups was the Vril Society. Towards the end of 1919, a select group of people, members of both the Thule and Vril societies, met in an old hunting lodge near Berchtesgaden. Taking a prominent part in the proceedings for the first time was Dr. H.O. Schumann, a man whose area of expertise would today be called alternative energy. Nevertheless, the leading figure was the medium, Maria Orsic.
I had to come running back.
The second medium was also present on this occasion, the 18-year-old Sigrun.
Okay, Sigrun was, obviously this isn't a real footage of her, but she was part of the Vril Society, and there was also 7 other psychics as well who had long hair. Now, apparently the long hair, like I talked about, was acted more like an antenna. Look, I don't know if that's actually true or not, if there's any scientific basis on that one. But again, fantastic stories. But yeah, we also have 7 other hot, not necessarily blonde women, but I'm guessing they were stunningly hot.
Maria Orsic presented texts she had received from her spirit medium.
She's pretty hot.
One in the Sumerian alphabet and the other in the secret code of the Knights Templar. Both texts
This
had
whole
already been
situation is
translated.
fake and gay.
Were they messages from the gods? Or tidings from some alien civilization? Construction plans for the development of some new advanced technology which would enable mankind to reach for the stars? From now on, the members of the Vril Society devoted themselves wholeheartedly to the realization of what must be one of the most bizarre ideas that ever occurred to the mind of man. The construction of a time machine that would transport them to the realms of the beyond and bring them face to face with the gods themselves.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we'd have got a copyright for that music. Bloody hell. Okay, so you understand where the story came from. Maria Orsic was in a group with the Thule Society, Rudolf von Sebottendorf, Karl Haushofer, and Dietrich Eckart. They were more into like the mystic side, the occult side. That really brought, especially what's his name, Dietrich Eckart, brought Hitler into the charismatic leader, into basically, yeah, put him to the charismatic leader that he grew up to be, eventually part of the Third Reich. So these people did play a key role in the Thule Society, which was a real society. But Vril, I don't know. It's just, there's no connection between the two. It's just stories. There's no like publications. I mean, there are diaries from Dietrich Eckart's. I think it was on his. I don't know what actually happened to him, to be honest with you, but I know he written a book, and there's no mention about Vril Society or Maria Orsic or anything to do with psychics back in the day. I know they were looking into some like really ooky spooky stuff, like Thor's hammer and the Spear of Destiny, and then magical black stone and stuff like that. But nevertheless, there's no connection between Vril Society and Maria Orsic. I just can't find anything. If there was, I might be wrong, guys, but feel free to say, Nick, you're full of shit. Go look at this and send me a link, and I'll definitely look into it. So I'm basically basing everything on my research that I have done. Obviously, documentaries are saying one thing, but I've gone back into the original publications, which is saying a completely different thing. And once I go into the internet, like I mentioned before, it's all over the place. It's really dodgy. It is really dodgy. It is. It's all over the place, mate. And I've got a realistic perspective of this conspiracy. It really is. But once you go into the internet research, like I've done for this episode, it's just like, whoa. It's just like, where's this come from all of a sudden? So, yeah. What else can we show on here? That's not really give anything away. Yeah, I think I showed a lot of this back in my previous episode. Okay, right. If you want to find a full breakdown of the Vril project, which is, let's bring it up here. Can you hear my missus screaming? She's playing a game, and it's not that sort of scream. Behave yourself, Jenny. Behave yourself. Trust me. She's just pretty pissed off at a game. Yeah, I can bloody tell. So yeah, go check this out on my Cosmic Twilight channel. Should be able to see this. Fantastic. And if you go down to my very much shadow banned channel, I've got about 4 parts on the breakdown of this publication right here. So go check it out. It's all in English, and you do have Jenny talking. And in here, I'm not gonna. If you want to see or hear Jenny talk,
and knowledgeably examples that can be
doing a
shown.
good job right here. So this, if you go to this timestamp right here, I'm going to put the link in the description, and it's in the. So I'm going to put this link in chat. Sorry, I can burp a minute. And if you want to go check it out for yourself, go ahead at this timestamp, because I'm going to be honest with you, it's pretty much harking back to what we saw in the video. But like I said, guys, this is the only English translation you can find of this book, because it's all written in bloody hell, I can't think, Vietnamese. So there we go on that one. Is it Vietnamese? Vienna. Is it Dutch? I don't know. I sound like a retard at the moment. So yeah, go check that out. Oh, right. Moving on to this video. Where's that flag? There we go. I've showed this short before, and I'm going to show you a historian who's actually looked into the Vril Society, Maria Orsic, which is... sorry, guys, 2 seconds. Okay, right. Sod that. I'm going to go that one there. Sorry for the radio silence. Oh, yeah, thanks to the people in chat as well. You're awesome people. It's keep the show going. Absolutely amazing. There it is. Flipping hell. Woo, I got that in the end. Right, I've showed this before. Tino Struckman, who has a YouTube channel called Lost Battlefields with Tino Struckman. And he is a proper German historian into German underground facilities in World War II, all the way back into World War I. And he is the man to know about anything related to German military involvement in World War II. He's a historian, is what he does. So he went into the National Archives to try and find anything related to Maria Orsic. Did I say that right? Yeah. Maria Orsic or the Vril Society. And this what he has to say.
Can I tell you that what I found out about looking into Maria Orsic and the Vril Society?
No.
We believe that Maria Orsic was this gorgeous long-haired woman, along with her other gorgeous long-haired friends. Now you start looking through the archives, you start looking through the tests from the war, you start looking at the documents. You have books written about Maria Orsic and by Maria Orsic. There's a problem with this.
She doesn't exist.
No, she never existed. She wasn't born.
I know.
All the photos are doctored. One of the photos of her are actually a picture of Hitler with a woman's head and hair. I mean, for the love of Christ, the Vril Society. I can't find. It's not people that they existed, but and I mean, she wasn't. There's no papers from the war that mentions her or the Vril Society or before that.
So, yeah, this is a tricky one for me. I am not denying they might have been a society back in the day looking into this sort of telepathic communications from advanced civilization. I'm not denying that, but there really is nothing to go by. Now, if we go from what the video that we watched in regards of the Rockefellers actually paying to actually almost like a Operation Blue Book, actually is more than that, actually, is to destroy the evidence in regards of this research being done at this time period, could well possibility be true, but I haven't seen any documentation or proof of that. Sorry, guys, I am screwing my words up today. I'm so sorry. But I'm not denying there might have been a Vril society, but it's a bit really dodgy, like Moody says. I like that one, mate. That's a good one. Really dodgy. So, look, from my overall conclusion of Maria Orsic herself, I don't think she existed. Okay. I'm going to bring up one publication. Well, it's one website, actually. Right here. Okay. It's worth going through because remember the photographs I showed you. The photographs are not from the 1920s. Okay. They're just not. Look, I'm going to show you right now. It's a very typical photograph of Maria Orsic. We've all seen a photograph, and it's this right here. Look, does that look like from the 1920s or even before that, early 20s? No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. This is clearly photoshopped. In regards of a real photograph, well, the first photograph of Maria Orsic is obviously this is what you see on the internet, but the first photograph, and I have shown this one before on the show, right? And is this one right here? Look, from that publication, Maria Orticius, a medium from Tula Society. There we go. So that is the first photograph of her. Okay, Facus Gaius. Woody. Nice one. So yeah, this is what I'm sort of dealing with at the moment, guys. It's this is no disrespect to people that want to do internet research. That's absolutely fine. But I try to base my research on facts, evidence, and looking through this conspiracy through many years, I got a realistic perspective of this conspiracy because, like I said, I looked into the flying saucer aspect and break that down, which I've done in advanced detail than a lot of other YouTube channels out there. Look, I'm not saying I'm big-headed or anything like that, but I've done a lot of research into it. I have done for the past 10 years, trying to find as much publication as possible, trying to at least back up the story and the fact that this side of Maria Orsic, I would honestly say, and Jenny would agree with me, Facus and Gaius, I'm going to be honest, she simply does not exist because there is no evidence of her existence. The Vril Society, I'm 50-50 on. Again, it was brought up in a publication back in 1960s called The Morning of the Magicians. It was very, very loosely brought up, very, very loosely. And then obviously in 1992, the Vril Society got ever expanded into the Tula Society, and it just got since the birth of the internet, it's just gone absolutely escalated into a whole new conspiracy, and you can be led down so many rabbit holes. Hence, hey, Edward Ward, nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. I thought you did Barry because that's me, but I wasn't sure. I'm sorry, mate. I can't be lost on that one. Sorry, mate. But yeah, I'm just going to show you what I mean about the fact that there's so many different stories being put into this. I'm just going to show you, which I had to buy. So here's an early publication from 1970s. Doesn't even talk about Hannibal or Vril or Maria Orsic flying saucers. But this one here, look at that. Beautiful Maria Orsic right there. Boners going everywhere for I just don't understand it. Why I know the male demographic just sucker this up because they see a pretty woman with a massive set of tits. Well, I'll show you tits in a minute. But this is a publication that came out. Maria Orsic, Nikola Tesla, and their extraterrestrial messages, the occult and UFOs, part 1. Yeah, part 1. I have never read such absolute total bollocks in my life. I am not joking. It's got some mixed truths, half truths, a lot of BS into this. I can tell you something right now. If you go back to one of my live streams I've done in regards of Joseph Andreas Epp, he built the turbine-driven aircraft for the Germans in World War II. Nothing to do with Vril Society. He's brought up in here, right there, and he says he knew Maria Orsic. Yeah, it says Maria Orsic, the Vril Society, and it's like nothing to do with that. If you go to his original story, he didn't even talk about Maria Orsic. And this was like, it was the time period where the stories actually came out, but he never mentions it in any of the documentaries. So there's a lot of bullshit, false truths. I mean, let me show you the sisters. It's just part 1, and there's no connection between Nikola Tesla and Maria Orsic. One existed and one didn't. Just got to say it like it is, you know what I mean? Right, here it is. Look, her 7 sisters, psychic mediums. Look, you tell me whether or not that's bloody real. Look at that photograph. Look at that. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is just fakest and gayest. Do you know what I mean? So this is what I got to deal with. It's just so much mixed information. I treat it a bit like Roswell. It's just all over the place, and people buy this book and put it out there as truth, and it really ain't. You need to go back to the original source. So Maria Orsic, Vril Society is all over the place, and I don't know to make heads or tails of it. I understand my perspective, research that I have done. I can honestly say Maria Orsic doesn't exist. It's got to be said. There is one person that actually got kicked off of Twitter. I've got to mention it. And I'm not here to create drama or anything like that, but it's just a point that I want to come across. We all heard of Marina Serene, all right? Okay. I know she's been in the live chat a couple of times, and this is like no disrespect. I don't want to create any drama or anything like that. But I would have to admit, yes, she's extremely gorgeous, but she has very strong, very controversial thoughts. And, you know what she used to post and why she got banned through the stuff she used to post. Just Google it, Marina Serene, okay? Extremely gorgeous, but she almost looked like a spitting image of Maria Orsic, and you have a lot of people, especially women, sort of contribute. I'm a reincarnation of Maria Orsic. I got this communication from her, and it just seems to be all over the place, right? Because I'm going to be showing you a video of remote viewing of Maria Orsic. Oh my God, it's going to be all over the place. It's such a complicated conspiracy, and I hope I'm actually making things right. I've gone back to the beginning, and now we're going to go into the ooky spooky side. But the point I'm trying to get, sorry guys, is that Marina Serene, yes, as gorgeous as she was, she has very controversial views on the world and certain minorities. Leave it as that. But mostly the male demographic just fall to her knees because she's gorgeous. And she is, I have to admit, but it's even still with her very strong values, it will pull that male demographic because she's got the looks. Look, if you want to make it big anywhere, YouTube, Twitch, bloody OnlyFans, go for it. You got to have a pretty face and a set of tits. You'll be fine. Trust me. Look, there's no disrespect. Even my missus, she's a Twitch streamer, would say the same thing. It just gets views because the male demographic talk about women. I mean, for Christ's sake, the last live stream, we talk about Alan Polina Paluna, talking about how hot she was. Because we're males, it's what we do. But the male demographic will go down that avenue. It's just true. It's just true. Just men think with a dick, you know. So yeah, I hope that makes sense of what I've been talking about today about Maria Orsic. An overall conclusion, I personally myself, I don't think she's existed. There's no evidence of her existence, even like the Vril Society as well. It's like loosely mentioned, but nothing to go by. The Vril Society itself, but Maria Orsic doesn't exist. That's just my opinion on that. And but the male demographic fucking love her. Absolutely. Oh, is she gorgeous? It's like, mate, she don't exist. Yeah, but the photograph of her, it's like, yeah, but it's like another photograph of her. It's like, look, I'm going to show you. Like, look. No, Nick, look, this is the actual photograph of Maria Orsic. And I'd be like, yeah, but what about that one? Or that one? Or that? Or that? Or that? Or that? Or that? Get that butt plug off the screen. I'm sorry. Whoever designed that was like, it's actually a butt plug, but we'll put that little thing at the bottom to make it look like a screwdriver. I saw that fly over my house. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, Ma, come here. It's like, that's a butt plug, right? It's like, no, Nick, no, it's a screwdriver. I'm like, nah, can't be. Definitely a butt plug. Maybe Maria Orsic's in there. Maria, where are you? There she is right there. Shut up, Nick. Stop your dick. Hey, Sophia. Excellent live show again, Nick. Oh, I appreciate all your hard work. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, 420. Much love, sister. Honestly, thank you so much. Yeah, any donations is much appreciated. Yeah, it's been yeah. Honestly, guys, you don't have to, but anything is much appreciated. It does help. It just keeps the lights on and helps progress the show. I did say something that I was like, should I continue with Alien Addict? Yeah, of course I will. I've just got other further projects going down the line. But yeah, don't worry, I'll still be here. But Sophia, thank you so much, darling. Honestly, it is much appreciated. And it's just with these presentations, I have so much information. Like before the live stream, I'm like, oh shit, I got this to do. And like, oh, wait a minute, I got to put that in there. And my mind goes at 1,000 miles an hour. And you just caught me at that time period where I'm screwing up words. I'm all over the place. I can't get the links right. Can't get anything running right. But no, honestly, you're here with me, and you've given me your lovely money, hard earned money, I should say. And yeah, it's much appreciated, Sophia. Yeah, and you're a central part of our community. Much appreciated. Thank you. I go check out Sophia's channel as well. And yeah, honestly, I was thinking about Hidden, but Hidden's normally busy Fridays. Which is fine if he's got a family to deal with. You know, we've all got lives to live. It's like, oh, and also, wow, thank you, Sophia, much appreciated. It's like sometimes, guys, when you put a comment saying, sorry, I missed a live show, never apologize if you miss a live show. We all got to work, we all got stuff to do. Like honestly, we all got lives to live. So don't feel obliged to put a comment. Honestly, it don't matter if you miss a live show. Honestly, I'm not expecting you to be here. It's just make it when you can. Honestly, it's like I said, I'm not going anywhere. But yes, go check out Hippie Sophia. Is that right? I thought it was Sophia. Yeah, Hippie Sophia at Hippie Sophia. There we go. Yeah, some lovely time lapse videos of her lovely landscape that she has, which I'm immensely jealous. Yeah, I tried to move my camera in the right position, but I don't want to disclose where I live. This is the thing. Which, if you go on the map, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, Nick lives there." Obviously, it's just like so. I try to cut things out a little bit, but yeah, go check out Sophia's channel, everyone, and yeah, let's. I don't know what I'm going to do from here. Let's get to the point of today's show, which is obviously, if I go back to the thumbnail, remote viewing Maria Orsic. Okay, so let's remote view Maria Orsic. So I'm going to bring up a channel right here. I'm not going to bash. I don't want to bash people because I'm sure this guy's amazing at what he does. But we're just going to play a little bit of this fella. Oh, where is it? Hold on. I tell you what, I went down a show. I want to be talking about the 3-Eye Atlas. Kind of link it into like Planet X a little bit. It's going to get a bit like Ookie Spooky next episode. But yeah, I went through a rabbit hole through Planet X, which find me some like old YouTube videos from like 14, 16 years ago. It's awesome. Been loving it. Remote viewing, Maria Orsic. There we go. Okay, so this is called Dick. Or Moody, if you're in, could you split the word up for me? Dick. Well, we just call him Dick for now. So Dick right here from FutureForecastingGroup. And I'll give you a like there, Dick. He is going to remote view Maria Orsic. Yeah. What else can I say? So Dick is going to do the good deed of remote viewing the big-titted woman herself, and that is Maria Orsic. So, Dick, thank you so much for letting me use in your video. Link is in description, so go check it out, guys. He's also done some other remote viewing, which I'm not denying, by the way, because the bloody CIA did do an actual program on it. So, yeah, we all know. It's just I don't know what the process of remote viewing in. I don't know what the process of remote viewing is. Speak, Nick, calmly, collectively. Dick, my friend, take it away.
Of a full remote viewing session recorded live on camera under double-blind protocol with no monitoring. This is a session I did some time ago.
Do trees
The
far?
target was Maria Orsic, a woman with whom I was not familiar prior to the remote viewing. This was published on our private site, FutureForecastingGroup.com, but we want to make it available to you now. We're beginning some new remote viewing training classes using the method that I use in my remote viewing. This was developed by U.S. military special forces intelligence. All human beings have an intuitive ability, a subconscious awareness that allows us to have access to a greater consciousness field so that we can obtain information across space and time, non-local information. This was developed by U.S. military in the 1970s and 80s, and we're teaching it now. We have 2 classes coming about that we're signing up, and we'll give you the information on that at the end of this video. For now, this is about a 30-minute session that I did live on camera, double blind. The target was Maria Orsic, a very interesting woman.
Yes.
Okay, this is target T302-U2B5. So the target was Maria Orsic. She was...
Oh, right. First things first. This photograph on the left, not too sure if it's actually real or not. It's kind of hard to track back where this photograph came from. But it's quite impressive hair, isn't it? But anyway.
Channeling information for Germany during the years of 1919 to 1933, so around the World War II era. So Maria Orsic was born on 31 October 1895. That's a pretty interesting date there in Croatia. Her father was a Croatian architect, and her mother was a German ballerina from Vienna.
Let's get to the actual nitty-gritty.
Hitler came into power in 1933, and all the...
Begin.
Okay, so Dick, right here, he's going to do the dicking thing of hunting Maria Orsic. So we're going to actually... What you actually witness right here is a live recording of a remote viewing session taking place right here. My friend Dick, which is also short for Richard, but we'll call him Dick for the time being. Take it away, Dick. It's all yours.
This is target T302-U2B5. We'll let the helicopter go by. We have to have a lot of ambient noise. I need... Okay.
Okay, Dick, calm down.
Now let's start.
Right,
this is target T302-U2B5. And I'm going to start with a couple of visual ideograms and then go to hopefully a little higher level data. So
you all know Maria Orsic don't exist, but anyway, give Dick the due diligence of hunting down this woman. All right.
First,
I'm being nice here, Dick.
Encounter with this target T302-U2B5 is an outline of a human form.
Wait.
So I can...
He's getting there.
I can see basically a head, a neck, and shoulders. And that's kind of a reverse image. Like if that was black and the form was glowing white. So that's the first thing. I'll look again. T302-U2B5. Same thing with, I'm getting detail right here of something around the neck. a collar, and it seems kind of white and frilly. Maybe a starchy feel, but fine fabric. I couldn't see the face yet, but I was drawn to the neck and chin and mouth, and this would be like a Victorian era clothes, like the kind of clothes women used to wear when I didn't see this, but it's coming to me right now, like a corset and a big dress. But
sure is, mate. I'm sure.
Tight fitting here, and then a neck, old style, like a century or more old style clothes. Now I want to know. That's so close up. I want to try to get a wider view of like where this is, and I can see land, hilly land here.
All right, let's get into like Maria Orsic herself.
These would be fields.
Okay.
There's a road. Like, here we go.
Okay, let's do it, Dick.
Give it my best.
Okay, all right. It's just, I don't know the process of remote viewing. Is it standing behind a whiteboard? Whiteboard something to do with it? So I'm taking a piss there. Sorry, I mean, I know. I'm pretty sure like Dick's serious about it, but
man, everything about her is fine, beautiful.
It's got a beard, mate. Oh, he's drawing hidden. Christ, mate. Oh. Hidden, what are you doing? Cluttering this man's head. I'm sorry, but I cannot take this guy. Dick, much appreciated, mate. But he's also a very great artist. Yeah.
I'm seeing her more now in a high-necked black thing.
I don't know if I can take these people seriously. I'm really sorry if people think that this guy's legit. But yeah, I just.
Well, she kind of was underground with some of this. She was. It was looked down upon, like too mystical, too spooky. Okay. But she did work with somebody named Heinrich.
Yeah, we know that because that was stories that came out like decades ago.
She's afraid of Hitler. She went to cabarets. She could be very cold if she didn't like you. If you didn't know, she would only let certain people in. As a matter of fact,
what between their legs? I mean, what we're talking about here, mate?
In the visuals that I was getting, I realized it was kind of blocked a little bit, and she would block you if she didn't trust you.
Okay, I think we've all heard enough, right? So here is Dick and his his video right here. Sorry for boring you guys. I noticed a massive drop off of the stream. I don't bloody blame you. So let me put this in the description so you can listen or watch to your heart's content. Hey, how's it going? UFOs around the world. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Yeah, I'm sorry to sound like a bit of a skeptic for this guy, but look, I'm going to be honest. The woman don't exist. She is a made-up concept, and I've gone through a great deal of going back through publications to say, look, listen, guys, she's just like a made-up concept. But unfortunately, with the internet, because people rely on views, and whether or not you think this guy's a scam artist, that's up to you. I've tried to be nice as possible, but unfortunately, people in ufology, you're going to get, unfortunately, these types of people. Whether or not you think it's a scam is up to you. I'm trying to be like nice as I can here, and just say, hey, you do you. If it makes you happy, makes you gets views. It's ufology. It's entertainment. It's a business. It's an industry, and we just have to accept that. But yeah, go check that out if you want to. The rest of that video if you want to. So, the Aryan race was extraterrestrial origins from the scrolls found and the Black Forest stuff. Yeah, the Black Forest. This is that didn't come out until later. UFOs around the world from, hold on, this publication right here, which kind of links into Vril Society. So yeah, go check that video out if you want to. And let's bring up, oh, hold on. There we go. Right. So the Black Forest story came from this book here, which is, this is actually banned in Germany, and this is the German version. There is an English version of this. This is part one of two. I am screwing my words up. I'm really sorry, guys. I keep saying that today. This is called, oh my God, Secret Societies and the Power in the 20th Century by Jan van Helsing. This came out in 1995. You can see right here. And the Black Forest story came out in this publication, because I have looked into that, because that links into like German flying saucers, whether or not an extraterrestrial craft actually crashed in the Black Forest in Austria, I believe. I don't know what page it is, but I'm just going to show you just some photographs of this, because it links into the publication that I've been showing you today of the Vril project. So yeah, there we go. So if you want to know about the Black Forest, guys, go check out that book there. But it's just to show you that this was a very controversial guy. I haven't really looked into him, but I know this book was banned back in the day. Come on, Nick, think. You've got to think properly, speak properly. Yeah. So yeah, it just goes to show you how Naboo, Vril. There was a bit of Victor Schauberger. I've got, excuse me, George Zamsky's photograph in there. So yeah, go check that out. But the Black Forest, yes, is in this book right here. Actually, I could do, yeah. Oh, mate. Tell you what, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, UFO around the world. I tell you what, as you brought it up, I'll do that probably for next time. The Black Forest incident, because it is mentioned, but whether or not there's any validity to it, I'll go check it out. So yeah, guys, if you want to, I think there's a PDF of this. This came out 1995. So yeah, that would have been 3 years after the official story of Vril Society and Maria Orsic. So go check that out. Oh, I've got another book here called The Dark Side of the Moon, which is part 1 of part 2. And it's the same sort of stories. And this came out in 1994, I believe, by Brad Harris, which is another German book, all to do with Vril and Maria Orsic and stuff like that, and how Naboo, Vril flying saucers. So yeah, plenty of publications to talk about. Great. Okay, so I know, I love that. I tell you what, I know Starbucks or Costa Christmas time, they do like a hot chocolate Black Forest flavor drink. I'm so looking forward to that. Yeah, click the link. Is there a link in there? I don't know. But anyway, welcome on in, UFOs around the world. Nice to see you. And yeah. I'm just trying to think what I've got coming up. What should I do? Okay, let's bring up Twitter. And then we'll see what else. So yeah, an overall conclusion. Yes. I don't like to beg for money, but honestly, guys, you don't have to. You don't. But yeah, it is very yummy. Trust me on that one. Yeah, sorry, guys. I've got so much links at the moment. I'm just trying to think what to do, because I don't want to bore you. I think I bored you enough today. So, overall conclusion: blah, 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 blah. Maria Orsic, was she real? No. Okay, and I've gone through the best that I can to prove that she's not real. But again, whether or not the documents were actually destroyed before the end of World War II, we've got to put that on the cards as well. So yeah, but nevertheless, it's an extremely fascinating subject, I have to admit. We're dealing with a long, blonde-haired, gorgeous woman, which is definitely a male's fantasy. Absolutely. Let's bring up Twitter. Go on then. And I did find another documentary called Hard Evidence, which I played before, but this is part 7, and it's got some awesome 90s music in it. So yeah. Let's do that. Right. Let's bring up Twitter. Let's see what we got in here. There we go. Okay. Bookmark. What has been going on with Twitter recently? there's a lot of talk of Atlas Three-Eye Atlas with Avi Loeb. I'm gonna be honest with you. I dip in and out with this sort of stuff. If it's not immediate threat to the planet, I really don't care, because you ain't gonna find out whether or not this is an actual extraterrestrial craft or not, or some sort of. It could be a flippant comet for all I care. But to be honest with you, there's a lot of like hoopla about it, and the videos that people put out about this is all over the place. It's like, hold on a minute, it's people literally latching on to clicks, likes, and trying to get views, isn't it? Really, it's hitting on the trend. It's just a problem with social media and Twitter at the moment. There was one video I saw saying that, oh yeah, there's some communication from this object. I'm like, well, I don't see any evidence of that, and it's just so much BS out there. And I'm just like, do you know what? I just dip in and out, because if it's not immediate threat to this planet, I leave it to other people, and I just, yeah, mate. I flipping Avi Loeb came forward and says, oh yeah, it's an alien nuclear device. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Anything else, Avi? Like, anything you want to put forward here? Because, oh yeah, but he's a Harvard professor. I'm like, oh fuck, like, yeah, okay, he's part of a mainstream bloody organization, isn't it? It's a bloody university. It is a flipping organization. But for him to come forward and really push so much flipping nonsense like he's done before, I'm sorry, but it's just, until we've got concrete proof there's flipping aliens or it's an alien spacecraft, what the hell are we doing here? You know, okay, it's good, it's fun to speculate, yeah, but at the same time, it's going to lead to nothing. It's going to lead to a nothing burger for more distractions. But so I would agree with you guys. Yeah, I've interviewed him last year. I found him arrogant, didn't like him. Oh, really? Oh, bloody! I'll check out your YouTube channel. Yeah, you won't be able to pull it in chat because you don't have, you're not a moderator. But I'll tell you what I'll do. Moderators, could you find it's, in fact, is that interview on your channel by any chance, UFOs Around the World? Because I'll get one of my moderators to put your link in description, sorry, and in the chat, so people go check it out. So oh, last week, interesting. All right, let's see if I can find your YouTube channel. But yeah, these people that come forward claiming to be experts and they know what they're talking about, but it just seems that the UFO community just jump on the bandwagon. Oh, brilliant! Thank you, Rebecca. Is that it? Fantastic. Yeah, thank you. Oh, and Sophia's done it as well. Much appreciated. Yeah, go check it out, guys. Yeah, got to support our fellow YouTube channels. Absolutely. I'm just gonna bring. Yeah. Sweet. Right. Oh, awesome channel. Yeah, sweet. I'll check out your channel. So yeah, please, people subscribe to UFOs Around the World. So you've been doing a lot of good work here, and that's awesome. So yeah, with Avi Loeb, I'm just like, oh, flipping hell, like more just. For me, it's just like nonsense that's been put forward. And you could say it's a distraction. You know what I mean? We can really point to anything and say it's a distraction, really. But it seems to be more outlandish claims about this interstellar object. It's like, have we got a definitive proof of what this actually is? It seems to be like a comet from what the mainstream are saying. But again, when you're dealing with, look, conspiracy theorists and, you know, that sort of mindset, you just don't believe in science. It's just part of the territory when you look at it. So if the mainstream is saying, oh, it's a comet, they'd be like, oh, no. But Avi Loeb says it's an interstellar object. It's definitely a nuclear flipping alien spacecraft. It's like, come on. Like, so in my estimation, that nothing's going to happen. If there's no immediate threat, I'm not too bothered about it. It's 2027 that I'm interested in. You know, this whole fake alien invasion. It's almost like the 2012 effect. We're building up to that time period where it was in 2008 when I woke up, and the leading up to 2012. It's like that with 2027. It's going to be an absolute nothing burger. All right. That's just my own opinion through my many years in being this field or topic, whatever you want to call it. You start to understand how the game is played here. It's a lot of chatty chat and not a lot of output. Well, not a lot of results, I should say. And that's the thing that comes with ufology. So yeah, ufology is a tricky business. It's definitely a tricky business. But you can have fun with it. We try to have fun here, guys. Well awake. Yes, I think we all are, to be honest with you. Yes, 2027 is like the new... Yeah, year 2000 and 2012. I call it the 2012 effect. Basically, I try to explain it. If you're awake... I mean, I woke up 2007, and it's all to do with 9/11. And I remember the build-up to 2012. Even like the Millennium Bug, the Y2K, the same sort of thing. But the 2012 was more like the end of the world. Was a multitude of things: a spiritual awakening, the end of the Mayan calendar, and obviously the end of the world, which was portrayed in movies and stuff like that. There was almost like a feeling like something was going to happen. And then 21st of December happened, 2012, bang. I remember being with my missus. I'm like, oh, nothing happened. Ian R. Crane, he said there'll be a fake alien invasion at the 2012 London Olympics. Nothing happened. It just seems to be going through the cycle again and again and again. And I call it the 2012 effect. And I did actually put it in ChatGPT. And ChatGPT says, oh, no, you just base your stuff on conspiracy theorists and theories and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I understand that one aspect. But it just kind of feels like you're in that sort of time period again. Like something big is going to happen, which the ending result is nothing's going to happen. But again, fun to speculate and all that. So, yeah. But right, what else we got here? Or did I not bring up Twitter? I didn't. Hold on. Okay, cool. Let's bring it back up again. Let's have a look at so far. What time period we got here? 1 hour. Okay, I haven't done 2 hours yet. Flip it, no. All right, fair enough. Right. Concerned citizen, be very careful of this person. That's a shadow. Nothing nefarious about it. Let's move on because what the bloody hell's that? Excuse me. What? Age restriction, adult content? What the fuck is that about? What is that? There was nothing dirty I showed on there. I am not putting my data. Welcome to England, everyone. Where I swear to God, that was an alien photograph. UFO bot. Yeah, it was the fucking alien photograph long before. Free speech, my ass. Welcome to England. Yeah, I like this one. Some children, like literally, this is how stupid this country is. This is the Daily Mail. What do you expect? Some children find spending time in nature distressing because it can trigger feelings of anxiety and despair linked to climate change. Absolutely stupid. And then it's funny how our community, well, I'll say not my community, it's the alternative movement, will push this sort of news outlet, the Daily Mail, and say, oh, don't trust mainstream media. I was like, well, why are you putting stuff like this out then if you don't trust it? It shows you how ridiculous it is. I mean, first of all, but the Daily Mail, I mean, this is just a ridiculous article. Obviously came out in 2020, but it just shows you how retarded people are, honestly. Yeah, go check that out. Rocket balloon saga that's been going on with I would say there's a feud between me and Bob Lazar, but Bob, we're fine, don't worry. Yeah, I can't play it because it's got Elton John's Rocket Man playing in there, but yeah, it's extremely funny. So yeah, I can move on from that. What else did I want to show? Okay, right, yeah. Oh, damn it. I forgot to upload it. So my new phone can pick up the night sky pretty well. And I'm seeing a lot of this. Just please, just give me an explanation of what this could be. Yeah. I see this all the time. Thanks, type. Hey, Mark G. Nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. Mark G, what do you think of this? I'm going to be honest with you. I hate to sound like a flipping skeptic, guys, but look, this is a flipping satellite. Gonna be honest. Look, I've got a footage of a ball of light going through clouds, low level clouds. Okay, so I'm not denying that there is either plasma orbs or spherical balls of light go through clouds at a low altitude. But this, well, actually, I don't know. Actually, yeah, they tend to disappear very, very well, you see it for a while, and then eventually it just disappears. And I think because of the sunlight, and you can see in the video right here, it's not quite dark. It's almost like a sunset. So the sun is going to shine off the satellite, giving off that effect. And I think it disappears around about... Actually goes behind that cloud, doesn't it?
It's amazing.
It kind of goes off in the distance. Look, it's kind of hard to tell. And once you zoom in, you lose the clarity a little bit. That's my name, Twilight. What's it? Oh, my ex name. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put that in chat. Go check me out on... what am I called? At Cosmic Twilight with 2 T's at the end. What I'm going to do... UFOs around the world. I'll put that in description right now. Sorry, in chat. So you can go just add me up. Or if you want to contact me, go send me an email at... yeah, this address, yeah, still active, yeah. Alienaddictpodcast@gmail.com, or hit me up on Twitter. Either way, I'll be there. And no, it's be a picture of me, my face with long blonde hair. In fact, do you want to see? No, I'll show you at the end. A friend of mine just saw a train of satellites moving like a snake. Oh, John. Could it possibly be? Look, sorry to sound like a skeptic. I forgot the bloody word. What was it? Starlink satellite. John, have you got it on your because I know you're uploading a lot of UFO videos at the moment. Have you got that on there actually? Because yesterday I was checking out, yeah, Starlink. So Starlink is like. It's like a row of satellites. It's like a row of balls of light, and it's quite high up. And I've seen a lot of that recently being filmed in the sky. Yeah, I thought it was, but these are going straight in a straight line. Yeah, it goes in a straight line, mate. I tell you what, John, because you're a moderator, if you got it uploaded, stick the link in chat, because I can bring it up and have a little look. If not, I'll check it out another time. But yeah, go everyone check out John P. Adventures. You must do. Because he uploads every single day. And I tell you what, John, I'll do you a favor, mate. I'll at some point, because you go live when I like finish work. So I don't mind popping a live show on your show and just have a little bit of a chin, what we call a bit of a chin wag in our country. Yeah. But yeah, oh, you saw it was just now. Okay. Well, if you get a chance, John, upload it and I'll be interested to see. Especially I'm going to be honest, I mean, satellites if it was like a cluster in a line, most likely it's the Starlink satellite, mate. But because I caught off guard with that. I was like, what the fuck's that? And I got my phone out, and then I thought I put satellites in a row, and eventually it came up with Starlink. But look, this is the whole point of skywatching. You're gonna find natural anomalies. Is that the bloody word? Anomalies? Moody, help me out here. Yeah, Moody, help me out here. Anomalies, is that right? That's stupid. But yeah, this is the thing with skywatching. You're just going to find stuff like that. But it's a learning curve, mate. It's a learning curve. I was talking with him, moving like a snake. It was moving like a snake. Ooh, okay. That sounds interesting. Doesn't sound like a Starlink satellite in that case. But yeah, if you got video of it, mate, upload it. I'd love to see it. So let's bring up Twitter and let's see what else we've got. So yeah, I'm going to be honest, most probably satellite, but that is me. I'll definitely film stuff like that. What is going on here? Anything else to check out? Yeah, another. No, I have to admit, look, it's fake as can get us. I still like it though. Look, it's not bad fake with a shaky cam, but. I don't know when it came out. I think it's like 2010. Oh my god, that's so fake. That's crazy. Oh, that's scary. I haven't seen this one. If Maria Orsic was a mermaid. Flipping terrifying. Oh, hold on. Let's get that off the stick. Oh, all right. There we go. I know, right? They're old school bloody videos. They're from like, I remember seeing this like 2008, 10. Oh, please don't do a jump scare. Please don't do a jump scare. All right, PS2 graphics. Sorry for showing that, guys. I just thought that was interesting. Right, anything else we can show? Yeah, I thought this is quite interesting. Look, even though I do bash Concerned Citizen, he does make a good point. So NASA Mission Control Center in 1969. This is moon landing technology compared to we are now, and that they lost the technology. In fact, go check out... in fact, have I got anything else to bring up here? Oh yeah, I've got to bring up that in a minute. The Y-Files, the Y-Files actually went on. Sean Ryan show. I did an amazing interview. Actually, we'll talk about that in a minute. So, last video I'm going to bring up is okay. This. Not that. Right, this. Right. See that? So apparently, now this is, I'm not bashing the guy. Look, okay, I'm going to give my critique here. This is from Paul R. Okay, sorry, I can't even pronounce your surname. I'm really sorry. I am dyslexic as fuck. I'm really sorry. But he apparently does CE5 work. And he films the skies, and this is what he's capturing.
Yeah, it is 12 o'clock overhead. Beautiful orb.
John, are you on Twitter by any chance, mate? If you're on Twitter, add me at Cosmic Twilight. Or this email address, mate. And you can send a link over. And we just get in contact then. And we contact through like email or Twitter. And yeah, I'd love to pop on the show, man. Have a chat with you. Absolutely, brother. 100%. Let's do it. No Twitter. Okay. I'll leave that there. Contact me on that email address, mate. All right. And I'll pop on the show. Love to speak to you, mate. Yeah, so at the moment, in terms of this video footage...
Beautiful orb.
Not that one. This one. The flashing... There we go, see it? Okay, guys, can you tell me what this is? Sorry. Okay. Right. Right. First things first. This is what's called yeah, the subject has moved a lot, to be honest with you. Yeah, me right showers. I couldn't even think of the word. Sheep up up. Yeah, I mean, ufology's changed a lot. We'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah, unfortunately for this guy here, no offense, but this is most likely a satellite. What I'm going to show you now, your cock and balls, is my nighttime lapse. And I'm going to show you whether or not I can capture the same thing. And I haven't done any CE5 work. All right, check this out. Let's bring up bigger. So this is my time lapse that I do every single day. I have over 1,000 videos on Rumble. You can go check that out. And what I'm going to do here is put the speed up a little bit. Actually, no. I'm going to go to nighttime. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Oh. Oh, Right, go all the way to nighttime. And let's see whether or not we can see any of the lights in the sky. Yep, you see it? And I tell you what, there is loads of them. That's a plane, by the way. It's kind of, I don't think you can see it on that screen there. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to bore the hell out of you, but the point I'm trying to get, I see what that guy put on Twitter all the time, literally constantly. It's nothing new. Like, there we go. Saw one right there. Hold on. So if you look really closely in certain areas, it's kind of hard to really see in that screen there. I can see on StreamYard. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, it's just shooting stars, unfortunately. And we're going to go into morning. So, it's a trading morning this morning. So yeah, that is my time lapse, which you can go check out on my Rumble channel. And it's all in 4K beauty. Look at that. Look, I have to admit, that's pretty stunning. And I put some like meditation music in there. Like, go 420. You're on a bad day, don't, because my time lapse videos will put your mind in a better place. And they're like hypnotizing, isn't it? That's why 420. So yeah, it's it is amazing. It is. Where's that flag? There we go. British flag. Be proud. Don't let the bastards get you down. Be proud to be British. Don't matter if you're black or white, Asian, or flip it. It doesn't matter. Be proud that you're British. And I know things are going on. I don't want to talk about it, but we must remember who are we? Who we are. British. Be proud. And Maria Orsic would say the same thing. Jenny, don't get jealous, darling. It's okay. It's fine. Jenny, where are you? Jenny, she hasn't made an appearance that much. Say hi, Jenny.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Anything you want to say, darling?
Welcome to Alien Addict. My name is Jenny, and I am Nick's mistress.
No, again, you're not my mistress. Keep telling you that. Oh, I'll tell you what. Going off a little bit off topic. Okay, we're just coming to the end of the show. I'm just going to show you a couple of things, what I found really interesting. So this happened the other night. I woke up, well, the cat woke me up, like he always does, in stupid time in the morning. And then I was like, oh, that's quite red out there. And I caught the tail end of this. And every morning, I upload my time-lapse video from, obviously, the day and night before. And check this out. Look how red it gets. It's like the fucking apocalypse. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh shit. And then it went back to normal. I showed my mum this, and she goes, she thought it was a bit odd how red it got. Now, one possibility why it's so red is because I put the setting to make the clouds more clearer, more sharper. So it's more, is not in a standard mode, is in a vivid mode. So look, it is one possibility. It could have just made which is obviously a sunrise, but more reddish than it should be. But nevertheless, I thought it was quite interesting, and I called it the Devil's Sky. Yes, the Devil's Sky, which is a bit like a sunset, but this is a sunrise. But once again, I thought it was a bit spooky. So there we go. There we go on that one. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yes. Red sky in the morning. Shepherd's warning. Red sky at night. Shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning. Shepherd's warning. I always remember that. Yes. So guys, what I want to do now, we're gonna have a little chill sesh. Okay. Flag, please. There we go. I'm going to show you something. Yes, I got it here. Oh, fantastic. Because I've got like 1,000 web pages up at the moment. Right. UFO hard evidence. We're just going to play 10-15 minutes of this, and we can play the rest on the next episode. So, me and Hidden played this. Well, it's a 7-part videotape that was brought out in the 90s, all to do with... Oh, I'll tell you what. When I went to that video game convention, when I had all the arcades that I showed you last week, they had an old PS2, actually the old PlayStation magazine from year 2000. And that's my favorite PS1 game, by the way. Don't judge. It's actually Toy Story 2. Actually, it's the Phantom Menace on PlayStation 1. Guilty pleasure. But anyway, UFO magazine back in the day had their own VHS tapes called UFO's Hard Evidence, Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And what I'm going to do is play bit of part 7, all right? So yeah, this is the part where we just chill. I'll speak to you in chat. And yeah, we sort of just next 10 minutes, just come and chill. Hey, Godstopper, did I say hello to you earlier? Not sure, but yeah. Yeah, welcome on in, mate. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Don't have any politician marks, just for us. Yes, very true. Very true. Nick, is that the Insta360? Yes. No, it's not. What's my camera? The Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Now, the one you're talking about is the one that I wanted to get, but it would show where I lived, which is the 360 camera, which is... No, I read that wrong. That's the X4. And yes, mine is the Insta360. Sorry, I thought you meant the 360-degree camera, which is the X4, which does like a fisheye lens. So you can actually control it. It does like a whole 360 span of the landscape, which is quite good. But for me, I'm full of trees, so it's pointless. So that I got the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, which came out last year, which is a good camera. It's been running 24/7 since the beginning of the year, and it only failed once when it was 35 degrees in that heat. And I'm not joking; it's in that sun constantly all day. And it hasn't failed me, so it's a good camera. If you want to spend 350 quid, Sophia, is a good camera. You can change the settings. There's so much you can do with it. It's still like it's treated like a professional camera. You know, I bought one with the extra battery in it, so which costs about 400 quid. It's a good camera. I definitely recommend it, and it's pretty good for like selfies and like vlogs and stuff like that. So yes, 420. We must cover 420, which I shall do in a minute. You have to do Samsung phone. Yeah, I tell you what. If you go check out my time-lapse, not time-lapse videos, my trail and analysis videos, the one I've been uploading in Cosmic Twilight, really good quality. And I have to admit, the pictures are amazing. And this is the Samsung S25 Ultra Pro. It's the new one that came out. It's got a pen with it. The pen. And guess what? You can do stuff like that. You can draw a penis. How immature of me. Yes. And that's the first thing I did. I'm like, babe, I got a pen. And she's like, oh my God, what did you draw? I'm like, draw that. She's like, fucking like, grow up for Christ's sake. But I was actually in EE when I did it. It's like, but look at that. It's even to the salesman, like, look at that penis. But no, honestly, guys, Samsung S25 Ultra XL is a big phone. Bigger the better. Yeah, really, really good and amazing quality. So anyway, we're going to round off just 10 minutes of this documentary. Well, it's not really a documentary. It's just talking about UFOs and stuff like that. So we can bring it up to there. All right. Okay. Let's play. Sorry, guys. Okay, I can stop it from there. All right, fantastic. This is UFO's Hard Evidence. Something's playing. What's playing? Oh my God, will you shut up? Okay, sorry, guys. Yes. Let's do this. Let's make it bigger. And I shall put this in the description so you can go check it out. So UFO's Hard Evidence, Volume 7. Now prepare for some cheesy 90s music. Let's do this. Yes. Oh, 420 music. Yeah. Oh, cheers, brother. Yeah, give us a shout, man. Whenever, and I'll catch you on a live stream. Have a bit of a chat. Yeah. You know what? I used to collect those CDs back in the day. Yeah, that's what I call music, isn't it? Hell yeah. Was I a Sega fan? I was a bit. My neighbor, when I was a kid, had a Sega, which I did play on Sonic and all that. But my first console was the PS1, and the first game I ever played on the PS1 was Porsche Challenge. And then the second game I played was, I think it was Lara Croft or Crash Bandicoot. And then Star Wars: The Phantom Menace came on the PS1, and it blew my fucking mind. And that is still my favorite game on the PS1. Guilty pleasure, don't judge. Star Wars Episode 1 of it. Okay, right, enough of the music.
Research and analysis world would take alleged that as a result of
So yeah, there we go, guys. So the UFO magazine would bring out this, and you send off your money, and it will put this through your post. So UFOs are hard evidence. Back in 1998, I think. Hence the music. So what it's going to do is just going to run through and show you some like old UFO footage from back in the day, because that's what we do with Alien Addict. We like to go through ufology through the past and have a look what sightings were back then compared to what it is now.
In April of this year, a handful of noisy skeptics and debunkers alleged that as a result of declining UFO reports and UFO footage, public interest in the phenomena had followed a similar declining path. Moreover, they alleged that the space around us is dead.
I did buy a Mega Drive. I do have
one.
one.
While NASA and the vast majority of scientists and astronomers around the world would take issue with the latter claim, what of the rest? The truth is that worldwide, UFO reports have actually shown a marked increase in recent years. For example, here at UFO Magazine, reports submitted since the turn of the year by members of the public and UFO researchers alike equate to a 50% increase on the same corresponding period of 2001.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
With that has come a comparable increase in UFO footage. As with UFO reports, approximately 95% of alleged UFO footage can, after proper research and analysis, be explained in conventional terms. Quite often, this process may take but a few minutes in detecting the telltale characteristics or signatures of an aircraft, or planet, or even a star. But once you have addressed these and countless other explanations that might account for the unusual anomalous object, or
yeah, I tell you what, yeah, I've got a Commodore 64. I just need the actual power lead for it. Me and the missus, we go to gaming conventions. There's one in Bristol that happens like twice every year. There's one actually in Cardiff we're going to. I think it's sometime in September or October. I am not joking. They had so many different stores, all different game consoles, even the old ones. And I nearly bought an Atari, what Barry White was saying here. They had it with a power lead with the games and everything for around about 80 quid. I've got a converter which can put the three prongs, you know, the three inputs into HDMI, which goes into the back of the TV. So I can just about play any old school games. So it's worth doing, because I think, guys, it's going to be worth a lot of money within 10, 15 years' time. And look at PS1 games. I mean, flipping, I bought Silent Hill 1, the original, and it was 40 quid with a manual. And it's, I have to admit, the disc is clean, but these games are going like a very high price. So it's worth buying Atari and all these old school games because they're coming into fashion now. So I'm going off for gaming sort of stuff here.
Or light seen.
Just an
you are
investment.
Left, as with UFO reports, with a small residue of videotape sequences that defy all logic and explanation. When faced with these, skeptics and debunkers will often cry fake at best, or simply ignore them at worst, as is their custom. When analysing alleged UFO footage, UFO Magazine's Russell Callahan applies a totally objective stance. Often, those who submit what they believe to be genuine UFO footage vehemently disagree with his conclusions. But what leads him to arrive at those conclusions in the first place? Who better to respond?
Because I said yes, I was.
On screen. But this particular
what we're going to do, we're going to play this bit of these sightings and then we'll end the show because it's just a small little extract here. Just look through some sightings. Yeah, I have to admit, this guy's boring as hell. No offense, mate. No offense. I know you're trying to make your point across, but my God, I'll fall asleep here.
Some nice music. So sit back for the next 15, 20 minutes or so and enjoy some really good UFO footage.
Oh, I tell you what. Oh, really? Did you? I tell you what. I actually have a video camera. I don't know if you're taking a piss there, mate. I don't know. I just 420 died. But I tell you what, I do have my old 2007 camcorder with like the mini DV tapes. I still have that. And all I need to do is to get a VHS tape. The VHS recorder itself, the actual machine, so I can actually put the UFO VHS tapes I got. I've just 420 too hard. Put it into a digitizer, into a digital form. Did that make any sense what I just said? Probably not. Anyway, shut up, Nick. Just play the video. All right, any cheesy music?
I want you to know you were never there. I didn't understand what he meant. Because I said, yes, I was. He said, no, you weren't.
There's your cheesy music.
He said, can't you get this through your head? You never saw anything. You were not there. You don't know anything. And he said, this is a big desert out here. We could just take you out in the middle of this desert.
Oh, that's taken in 2001. Look at that. A date.
He said, you'll be nothing but bones and nobody will ever know what happened to you. And I told him I would not talk about it.
Yeah, that's it. Recorder. That's it. Yeah, it's the actual machine itself. I just need to get one of those. Oh right. Yeah, my mum's into that. The orb, or is it orbital or something like that? Oh, it is it? Oh, okay. It is, right. Okay. A Foo Fighters, isn't it? Ah, right. Yeah, I don't know. Is it, think they'll get copyrighted for this? If I pause it and be like, "This is for entertainment purposes only," please don't copyright strike me, Orbitor. Is it the orb? It sounds familiar, doesn't it? Right, if my stream goes down, I'll be back up, all right? Let's go ahead. Is this still orbital? By any chance? What are we looking at here? Oh, that. Okay, stop it. Do you know what? I tell you, guys, you have no idea. When you see a YouTube video put out a video saying about copyright issues and why they're pissed off, trust me, I'm getting riddled with it at the moment. So it's like music, anything. I don't know why YouTube are being such wankers over it, but so I learn to pause and then play again. It's bad, guys. It's really bad. It's horrendous. Luckily, there's no strikes. It's just like claims and stuff like that, which can lead into strikes eventually. Oh, fuck it. Let's have a jig. Oh, right. Okay, my bad. The orb, not before. Okay. Hell yeah. I remember there's like 7 parts to this, so there's like loads of cheesy music to go through, but we'll do it in due course. Was it the orb? Oh. Orb, not with an S at the end. Yeah, 1991 is probably. Oh, yeah.
You don't know.
Sweet. Added it to my playlist. Oh, they bought an album called UFO. 1992. Oh, yes. I love this music. Hey, look at that. UFO. I am digging this music. For pausing. Let's go back into it. When analysing the UFO, you have to take into account that the observer may have filmed a very distinctive fake. All right, let's have a look. Come on then.
That
Or
car
fake
just
as
read that one off. That's a man-made one, that one. I just saw the people in that car let that one off. Blowing in the wind direction.
All right.
Just let it off.
Fair enough. Fucking rubbish bag. It kind of looks like a Chinese lantern, doesn't it? It resembles a Chinese lantern. So this is taken on March of, there we go, 1999. It never works for me either. Runs through. Hey, how's it going, man? Life force, nice to see you. Welcome on in. Mate, same here. Same here. It's why I only did it once or twice, and that was it. Yes. Oh, this is yours, yeah. It's very fitted for this type of footage, I have to admit. So this is the fake version, guys. This ain't actual real UFOs. And hopefully not a copyright claim, mate. This is it. We'll play the rest of this. Just a few more minutes left, and yeah, another 5 minutes. Let's do this. All right, nice. Oh, mate, I am shitting myself whether or not my stream is going to go down because of it. I really don't know. The only thing they can do is just claim it, and that I'll just be like, okay, just knock on. Yeah, this is one of those things. But at least we're enjoying the music. That's the main thing. But I just love this type of documentaries back in the 90s. It's a very nostalgic feeling for me, and I just bring it to Alien Addict and bring it to you guys, so you can at least enjoy that part of nostalgia, like I did back when I was a kid. Oh, fuck, I hope not, mate. You have a look. I'll have a look. Nope. No copyright so far. We're all good. I know. Mate, it is, doesn't it? We look at it. I'm still there. All right, that's cool. For the people in chat, I'm kind of known for my content I show on Alien Addicts. Is like I do these like watch parties, and there's been twice where my stream has gone down. So just remember, if my stream does go down, I'll be back straight up as quickly as I can. All right, so just have to bear with. But this is just cheesy 90s music, so we should be all right. But enjoy. It's not too long left. Hey, gifted a membership. Oh, thank you, Rory. And here is a CGI blimp for you. That looks like a UFO. But no, thank you so much. It's much appreciated. Thank you, Rory. Oh, did you gift it to Sophia? Oh. Making it rain. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Rory. Okay. Right, just a couple more minutes left, and then we'll wrap up. Yeah. Thank you, Rory. Congratulations, Sophia. They got a charm to it, mate. They got a look. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, guys. So yeah, membership. Basically, what it is, and I should really. What I want to do with Alien is I should go live at least twice a week, basically. But I want to upload videos for the membership, and I really don't know what to talk about. I really don't know. It's so if you're a membership, you get basically videos that you can't see. That's you got to be a member to actually see it. So I don't know. I tell you what I could do. I was going to mention this at the end of the at the end of the show, but I know I would have forgot. Remember the Pentuck incident that I did with the interview with Hidden Underbelly and Kaz and Gary? Well, this Sunday I'm actually going to the location. So I could probably add that as a membership. But if there's any, because I don't know where to start, guys. Like I'm still new to everything when it comes to membership, but we'll get into it because you guys do deserve it. I have to admit, you just do deserve extra content, which I am looking to do. Now I've got a bit more free range at the moment. So yeah, that's basically what I mean, Rebecca. It's just content that you can only see if you're a membership. But I don't know what to do. Do I talk about personal shit? Do I talk about? I'm happy to do that. I'm gonna be very open. You know, you get to know me as a real person. You know, I always talk about like problems and stuff like that. So, but I don't know. Is that stuff you want to hear? It's stuff that you're gonna find interesting. So, yeah. Well, I'll have a think. But yeah, I will bear that in mind, Rotary, and I appreciate sending the membership to Sophia. I really do. And I will get onto that. Yeah, that's the next step. Is it nudes? What of me flipping out now? Don't get me started. I will put that on the cards, mate. 100%. We'll just do a couple of more minutes of this, and then we'll finish up. I could do like my sky watching and film what I see in the sky. It'd be like stuff like this, to be honest. Even seagulls. Yeah, I'll think of something. But with Alien Addicts, I need to go live twice a week, so I might. I'll let you guys know in due course, but just a short show, like an hour's worth, or hour and a half, or something like that. Not like 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Not necessarily, mate. I mean, just anything. You know, it's copyright is just one of those things. If it's going to get like, if for instance, like Discovery Channel or History Channel, anything like that will get you a copyright 100%. So it's a tricky one, mate. It's just other stuff to talk about. I don't know. I'll have a think. I'll put it on the cards. I will do. But if you've got any ideas, guys, put it across. It's just me remote viewing Maria Orsic. Oh yeah, I tell you what, guys. I mean, at one point, probably like once a month, I would like to get like you guys on the show as well. I mean, all you got to do is have headphones, have StreamYard, which is just a website you click on. This is what I use to go live, and yeah, we can just have a bit of a chin wag if you wanted to. We could do that as members only, couldn't we? Like at least like once a month, I can go live, and then you guys can come on if you're a member. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I'll have a thing because it'd be good to have a chat with you guys as well. Like I said, you just need headphones. That's all you need. And yeah, something to think about. Like a panel show. Yeah, good one, Rebecca. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. I'm going to write that down. It's being my biggest stone brain. I'm going to forget that. Right. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's leave it there because it's dragging a bit because we want to save it for another time. Of course we do. So there we go. UFO hard evidence. And I tell you what, I'm going to put that in chat if you want to have a little check out yourself. Go ahead. There it is there. Right. So I think that's it. I think that's everything. I've got anything else to go through? Right. That's everything. Right. Maria Orsic, as was the topic on today's agenda. Does she exist? My personal opinion, no. And I don't think there's going to be any evidence that's going to come forward about her at all. But nevertheless, it's up to you and your opinions and your research, whether or not if you believe her or not. That's entirely up to you. I'm not going to judge. It's part of ufology, and it's always good to fun to speculate. But through my research and go back through old publications and putting the timeline together, you can understand that this is just fabricated stories, and it's just got to be said through. I would consider myself not a ufologist, but as a researcher. And I do the best that I can. And I always give you the best information, at least give you some sources to show you where these stories come from, at least back something up for you to actually see. So, yeah, there we go. But, yeah, once again, guys, thank you so much for coming in to the live show. Mrs. just popped in. She made me nervous now. So, yes. So, yes, Godstopper, thanks for coming in, man. And, yeah. Chat's gone funny again. 2 seconds. Could do that. Click on that again. Fantastic. Back up. Rotary, thank you so much for giving a membership to Sophia. And I'll bear that in mind, guys. We could do like a panel show once a month or twice a month. We get to chat to each other, and yeah, good times will be had by all, as one would say. So yeah, I'll bear that in mind. But memberships only. And if there's any other content I can think of, I will stick it up on membership. So Sunday, I'm looking to go to Pentuck and just sort of go through the area where Kaz had her experience and her encounter, I should say, with the UFO. I'm looking to go to the forest where that UFO crash actually happened, because apparently trees are still not growing there. So yeah, I shall see in due course. But anyway, say your goodbyes now, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Alien Addict. So Sophia, thank you so much for coming into the show. It's much appreciated, and enjoy your membership, and I'll get to adding content for that. And John P. Adventures, John, you got my email address. Give us a shout, and we'll pop on a show with you live. And I'll do that as a favor, mate, because you pop onto our live chat all the time, and I do that as a favor for you, mate. All right, as a bit of like a thank you, but good to speak to you as well. So yeah, thanks for that, man. And Mark G, nice to see you. Science Fringe, Rebecca once again. Barry H. White, nice to see you. Bob Lazar and your rocket balloon, keep it up. Moody Mongrel. And anyone else missing here? Down to the bottom. Hey, John Strokes and Sheep Hop Hop. And obviously the man himself, John P. Adventures. Yeah, get in contact, man. So Anne hangs tight. Yes. Fantastic. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to Alien Addict on this Friday, the 22nd of August, 2025. And I'll catch you next week. Am I going live with Hidden? No, we went live. So that will be next week. So I might go live Wednesday. Not too sure, but I'll let you know in due course. But if not, I shall see you next Friday for what am I going to be doing? I'm not too sure. If there's anything up to date, but it's a 3-eye atlas I want to talk about at some point. The update on that. If there's any updates, you know it's all fake and gay. We all know that. But nevertheless, it's part of ufology, so we've got to talk about it. But critical thinking must come to the equation here. So yes, catch you next week on Alien Addict. And just remember, guys, hold on, grab my thing up. They're watching you, watching us, watching them. I'll see you next Friday. All right, don't judge. Right, you see that picture on the right-hand side? Let's take out chat. Right, so that is my remote viewing that I did for Maria Orsic. You could say it's hidden with a set of tits, but but yeah, somehow Maria Orsic has a set of bollocks and penis. I don't. Just how I remote viewed it. It's just one of those things, you know. Don't judge. But Dick, he's on the case, mate. He's getting balls deep in it, right? Right. I'll catch you next Friday. I'm going way off course here.